How's it? Well, welcome back. So I have another great comment to go ahead and shoot a quick response to about one of my favorite topics, and that of course being stage 1 of sleep, hypnagogic meditation stuff where liminal dreams take place. And we do pass through this stage of sleep every time we're falling asleep. So this comment comes in from Edmund on YouTube, and he writes, how long does the hypnagogic state last for you? Well, I meditate and maybe get 3 visions that last 2 to 5 seconds. Then I'm back to regular meditation. So for me, it can vary a bunch. It could be anything from mere moments, so far less than 2 seconds. It'll be just like a quick flash of an image to, a long time, an hour plus. And now when I'm in it for an hour plus, there will be a lot of variation in there. Like at some points, I'll probably engage with it too much, thus waking myself up out of it and blanking out the liminal dream, or say a loud noise will go off and that will distract me and wake me up out of it. But then, I'm able to relax, fall back asleep quickly, and then re-enter that liminal dreaming space. Or the other thing that can happen is at some point throughout this process, I'll essentially get too lazy with it and lose my lucidity or my conscious awareness. But then, hopefully my lucidity will kick back up, will kick back in while I'm still in stage 1 of sleep, right? Because the other thing that could happen is, you lose your conscious awareness, you fall asleep like you typically do, and then you enter into the deeper stages of sleep, and then, REM after that. Or sometimes when you take a nap as well, sometimes you kind of just skip the deep sleep stuff and you go straight into REM. If that happens, it's actually like a pretty cool thing, because then if your lucidity kicks back in at that point, then you can just have a straight up lucid dream. And then even better than that, if you are in this stage 1 of sleep hypnagogic space and you feel it getting deeper and you enter into REM, well, then you can have a wild. And wilds are, the best, just one of the coolest, experiences possible, really, especially like the first few times you can have it. Because at least for me, I find that when I have a wild from being full on wide awake, so not doing it with wake back to bed or anything like that, that's always the best, because that's when I get this strong body high sensation of getting like sucked into the dream. It can be a really trippy experience. Granted, if this is your first time that it happens to you, or even if not, even if you're experienced with it, a lot of times the body high and the sensation of going from stage 1 of sleep directly into REM will cause you to wake up. But even if that does happen, your body probably still is sleepy. Just chill, relax, try to fall back asleep and, get another crack at it. One of the other good things, though, about once you really get this whole hypnagogic meditation thing dialed in, is it can really change your relationship to taking naps, right? Like once you can learn to get into stage 1 of sleep and essentially stay there, it allows you to nap for kind of as long as you want without having to worry about waking up, say like in deep sleep, and then you're going to feel super groggy and tired and probably worse than when you actually went to sleep. Because when they tell you, when they give you tips for taking naps, what do they say? They say like nap for whatever, 15, 20 minutes. And the idea behind that is you spend 5 to 10 minutes falling asleep. And then when your alarm goes off, whatever, 20 minutes later, hopefully it's waking you up while you're still in stage 1 of sleep, so you won't feel all crappy, right? That, or the other way, you could take a nap. And this probably is the best if you have enough time for it, is you do an entire sleep cycle, right? You just lie down to go to sleep. You don't set no alarm, and you just wake up whenever you wake up. And chances are when you do that, it'll be 90-ish minutes, because that means you did the whole full sleep cycle and you'll be coming out of REM. Well, actually, you'll be passing through hypnopompia, where that's like the opposite side of hypnagogia, right? Hypnagogia is like this liminal dream state that we pass through as we're falling asleep, and the hypnopompia is essentially the ending of REM, right? So you're in this REM dream, it's starting to break down, you're starting to wake up, and then as you're waking up out of the dream, it breaks down into hypnopompia, which is, it's basically like REM, but instead of it being like you in it in the first person like you are in waking life, it's more like you're watching it. So anyway, that's it. Thanks for the question. Until the next video, keep your hypnagogic meditation practice legit.